Welcome back. Managing money through the holidays is an important issue, probably now more than ever, as folks are finding themselves with tight budgets in these times. And to tell us more about ways to get through the holidays and make smart choices with your finances, we're pleased to welcome Extension Specialist Jennifer Hunter and Extension Associate Katie Keith from the UK initiative Managing in Tough Times. Man, that really speaks to a lot of people these days, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that really have anxiety over being able to have the holidays and knowing what they can and can't afford, right?
I think so. And I think this year, as well as probably last year, that more people are thinking about their finances. And so when we talk to people about how do you get through the holiday season and make certain that you don't experience the holiday hangover in January when you get your credit card bill, is just to start off and set a holiday budget that is reasonable with your personal financial situation, and to think through all your holiday expenses. So don't just stop at the gifts, but think about wrapping paper and holiday cards, as well as holiday parties, food, other entertainment, and try and come up with a number that you think is reasonable for you to be able to spend in your own personal budget.
And what are some of the approaches that folks can take with getting through the holidays?
The best thing to do is to begin a budget and list everybody that you want to buy a gift for and how much that gift is going to cost, so that way you really have budgeted every item and every person so everyone receives a gift that you want to give for.
And I know it can probably be difficult. I know through this initiative you guys focus year-round on managing money. And folks, they get to the end of the year and they may have an idea in mind, but you mentioned come January, folks can really put themselves in a dangerous position if they think they can continue to spend as much as they have years past or something like that, right?
That's right. And like I said before, everyone has their own personal financial situation. However, the general recommendation is 1 to 5% of your net income, so your take-home pay. And you should spend no more than that on your holiday budget. So that kind of gives people a little bit of a guide to go by. And then we also always tell people try and spend with cash whenever possible, because studies show that you spend less when you spend with cash. It's much harder to hand that cash over to someone than it is to hand that credit card over. So we tell them to spend with cash, and that also helps you stay on the budget that Katie was talking about, that if you only take so much cash with you to the store, then you're limited on how much you can actually spend.
And I'm guessing you mentioned making the list of gift ideas. You know, don't overlook some of those sentimental gifts too, right?
Right. And sometimes a gift may not be appropriate. It's more about the family time that you spend with your family members and friends. That has a lot more meaning in some cases than a gift. So really think about the person, and if it's someone you haven't seen in a while, maybe it's just time being together that would be more meaningful than a gift.
Well, thank you both so much for being here with some great advice. And in the spirit of the season, we thank you for making donations to Toys for Tots. Of course, we know budgets are stretched so thin. A lot of families will need that help. So we thank you guys and the UK Extension Service for helping us out with that today.
Great. Thank you.
We will be right back with a check of your forecast, rain and cooler temperatures to talk about. That's up next.
It is going to be much cooler as we head through the next several days. So I'll show you that full 7-day coming up here right after the break.